Make this full screen. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Happy fucking Sunday. Hope you are all doing well. Survived another week. We're getting ready for another fucking horrible hot week here in Zombieland. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be crazy. Waiting for the... There we go. Anyways, hope you've all been doing well. Let's start off with our announcements. As always, all streams for 2026 are Extra Life streams. You can click that link that is in chat or in the About Me section. Donate to Extra Life. We're still working towards that $500 goal, which I will shave my head live on stream. Hit the $1,337 goal. I shave my beard live on stream. And $3,000 we're going to shave Az's head live on stream. Beard.
Not the
I can't remember which one it is. Part of me wants to see you shaved head.
No, I don't think you.
See, I at least have the good skull for a shaved head. My bone structure's good for it.
He looks pretty good with a shaved head. I will not say that about the beard, though.
Oh no, I don't ever want to lose my beard, but for the kids, I will. So, other than
I shaved head a while ago, like decades ago, but I was also skinnier and younger, so I just look like a pumpkin at this point.
let's see. In the terms of stream updates, I should be back to full-time streaming this week. We did tests on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC last week. Everything worked-ish. We got everything kind of running. Don't know how many PlayStation streams we'll do because PlayStation is a huge pain in the ass to stream from. But PC and Xbox worked great. We had fun with the mods on State of Decay 2. Nothing like having hordes of like 300 zombies chasing you down the street. So, but with the high heat and humidity gonna hit this area, that may affect streams. So make sure you keep an eye out on the socials. You know, wherever I post the shit and stuff. So we'll do that. I will say first off, thanks to Cody for buying our tickets yesterday to go see the new Evil Dead movie. I highly recommend it. It was a good movie. I'm not saying it was a great movie, but it was a good movie. It was definitely worth seeing. I appreciated it. It fits in with the new way they've taken the shows. My only complaint was they needed more story. They kind of just like, the story was very pushed into the background and all the fun took place. And there's one great fight scene that goes on that I definitely was like a throwback to the chaos of stuff that happened in like Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness and Ash vs. the Evil Dead.
I'd say very Ash versus Evil Dead scenario with that fight scene.
Yeah. So highly recommend seeing it. Great movie. And again, thanks to our pal Cody for buying us tickets. So he didn't have to, but you know, he's a stubborn child, so it's because I gave him an inspiration dice like 2 weeks ago in D&D, so
Nice.
that was his way. I forget what he did, but he did something pretty epic, so I was like, you get an inspiration dice, and then I'd explain to him what an inspiration dice was, and then he has to keep remembering that he has it because he's never used it, so could have probably saved his ass a few times at this point.
There were some pretty good gore scenes. You were just like, oh, God.
The scene you see in the trailer where she gets messed up by the car was beautiful. Like, I was like smiling and clapping the whole time. I'm pretty sure everyone at the theater thought I was a psychopath. I mean, they weren't wrong, but you know. So, my own.
Than Deidre, she gets very giddy and vocal when it comes to.
There's lots of like mouth-on-mouth stuff on several occasions.
That
And
was
like,
that was hot.
the stringy blood.
Yeah, the stringy red sinewy. It was oh, that was beautiful.
It was so nasty.
Like the only thing I say they missed out on this one, like for horror and special effects, was not enough of that like creaky noise when the bones move.
Like they had in Rise.
Yeah. I love that breaking celery sound effect when a bone moves. So. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and start out with some D&D. So, I'll have all my players magically teleported to
The sky. No.
this bar. So, I'll recap it. So, after making your way through the mansion in the darkness and figuring out how to use your coin, Tercel was able to get the correct book. You guys GTFO'd out of the room, unleashing Abigail. The doors slammed and barred in front of you. You noticed there was a small storage room. You opened it up, and inside was Baba Yaga's hut. And she, after giving you guys some tea and food, teleported you to the Fey realm in search of one of her other daughters to help you guys figure out a way of transforming the spell in this book so that it won't trap you guys along with the Lich in the Shadowfell.
Oh, we didn't know that information, by the way.
Yeah, you did. I explained it to you.
Transform the spell. So.
I explained it to you that, yes, that Baba Yaga said that the spell would suck everybody around. And that's why she had told your queen that the spell needed to be modified. But they don't believe Baba Yaga. They believe it will just open the mist and Shadowfell will take him. So you guys made your way into the Feywild. A beautiful place of colors, perpetual twilight. On your way towards the only village that you knew that was ahead of you, you saw a family of fiery monkeys get attacked by these toad-like creatures. Begrudgingly, you went and fought them off, and the poor baby monkey was dying. Tercel, using his magic, healed the baby monkey, bringing it back to life. The monkeys ran off into the woods. And you guys continued. As you got closer to the village, you noticed that unlike the rest of the Feywild, which is vibrant colors and perpetual twilights and very soft, gentle winds that smell of honey, it was cold and dark. It's like the buildings in front of you were cast in perpetual darkness, like the color and life was sucked out of them. You got to a bridge where a young girl was sitting there playing a flute as a river of rats run around and around and around. And from what you can tell, it encompasses the entire village. This entire river of rats is just running perpetually in a circle. Upon speaking with the girl, she led you to a bar where your compatriot, Farah, revealed that, this was her sister. Her sister dropped her childlike form, revealing herself to be a 5'9" very athletic built woman with a crooked witch hat, very crooked style, and a mischievous look in her eyes. As she did so, you two both started bursting into laughter, which Farah quickly dismissed as she revealed and introduced you all to her sister, Tasha. And that was where we left off. You guys were in a bar in a very black and whitish, dreary city that seems out of place in the Fey realm, with one of the most powerful witches, under Baba Yaga. This is one of the most next powerful witches ever, and
I know. I think I've got some of her spells.
well, you are standing there with her, and who you now realize her sister. What would you guys like to do?
Celebrity starstruck.
Does your mother teach you both these amazing introductions? I feel like you guys were pretty dramatic.
Farah,
We did meet Baba Yaga, right?
Farah,
So she did teach them.
as you're saying that, Farah pulls a chair back puts her feet up on the table, pulls out her bottle, and goes, "Of course, dear. How else would we have fun?" And starts drinking.
I think everybody in this room knows how you have fun, Farah, but Tasha, how do you have fun?
You say
I'm
that
still giggling
as
though.
a very, like I said, she's very athletic, lithe-built, beautiful woman. Walks up to you, puts a finger on your chin, and goes, "Oh, we could have fun. So much fun. But we have other things to attend to." And she walks away. I need you to roll a Constitution save.
I'm gonna sit with
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You
Alright,
feel
sorry.
when she touched under your chin, you felt like this warmth spread through you, but it kind of burned off after a second. But for that brief second, you would follow that woman anywhere.
Ah, so you're less about
consent.
consent.
She's like, "Oh no, I love consent. I just also love it when I make a man beg."
Sounds an awful lot like lack of consent. Okay. Who might argue with powerful witches?
So she props herself up on a chair next to the bar and pulls out a little black book. And she looks and she goes, "So, Mother has told me that you are in need of help. I don't think you fully understand why you need help, or else you wouldn't be here." She points, like, rather calmly, just, "What do you notice about the Fey Realm and here?"
You like it dark.
Is that what you respond to her?
Yeah.
She looks and goes, I would expect more from one with such learned, and one who's been to the Fae before, if I'm not mistaken." She looks to you, Turtle. "And you, bright boy?"
I mean, we spent the last week in a place called Thay that oddly reminiscent of this, and that place was corrupted by red wizards and practitioners of dark things. Has this place been corrupted like that?
She
Well, hello,
smiles when you
Marshall.
say that, and she goes, "You're on the right path, but so far away. This is actually a small pocket of the Shadowfell, the sister cousin lands to the Feywild. And this is where you wish to send a lich. Since they are so close, bleed-overs happen a lot, such as this. Meaning that your lich would be able to be taken out of a dark realm and brought into the beautiful lands of the Feywild. She's like, your queen hopes that the mists would keep him trapped. But what do you know about a lich?
They're fucking dickheads.
They can't fucking die.
She goes, why can't they die?
There's too many pieces of them. Scattered.
She goes, exactly. If this lich was taken to the Shadowfell, there's no guarantee that if, in case of his death, he would not return back to the Prime Realms to one of his phylactery. Now, finding and hunting all of them could take a lifetime. Could take 2 lifetimes. And you never know, you may still never find them all. However, what we could do instead is make him a new one. one that will bind him to a realm. And she reaches into a little pouch and pulls out a small ruby. And this ruby is blood red. And she goes, with the right enchantments, we can take this and trap his soul to it, and then throw it into the darkest pit of whatever shadow realm we want, and he will be there forever. If he tries to evade the Feywild, we kill him, and he would just get poof, sent right back to there. Forever. She looks, she goes, Mother seems to think that you are capable of gathering everything we need to do such a minor task.
Minor task. I feel like you're dumbing this down for us, which I appreciate, honestly.
Feyre sits there and kind of looks at you and gives you a look like she is very much dumbing this down for you.
As far as my understanding was, we were going to trap him in the Shadow Realm while we continued to hunt down all his pieces. No, regardless of how long it would be.
Tasha looks at you and goes, I know of a lich who has 700 known philosophies. And those, again, are just the known ones. Even someone like you, my little halfling, who has a very long life, would probably spend all of it trying to find this one's. As where this will override all of his, forcing him to only have this one.
I guess I don't know enough about those pieces to understand how you can trap them all into one without knowing where all those pieces are.
She looks at you and goes, that's why we are the witches and you are not.
So I'm just taking it on blind faith
And that's why Feyre looks at you and goes,
as I took another drink.
she looks at you and goes, our mother has been around since the dawn of creation. She's the one who first came up with a spell like this. Tasha has perfected it. I don't think we need faith so much as just the ability to do it. And that's where I guess we come in.
So you've done this before?
She goes, in theory.
So again, it's on faith.
She looks at you and goes, how many of my spells have you used in your lifetime, dear?
Oh, I don't know, a few.
Well, just so you know, every one of those few were still a theory. I have never perfected a spell yet. I'm always working on them. This is the first time I would say I've come close to calling one finished.
I mean, we have to have faith in them, Sarah. They're in as much danger with this lich than we are. Maybe not as much because they're fucking super powerful liches, but if he did find a way to sneak into the Fey realm, I imagine the chaos and destruction he would lead. If it's anything similar to what's happening in our realm.
I just think it's odd that we're changing course yet again.
She looks at you and goes, your course was never set. You were just given a simple point to go to, and you followed blindly.
I wouldn't say it was blindly.
At this time, Tercel, I want you to roll a perception check for me.
15.
15. All right, so as you're sitting here kind of listening to all of this and looking around, you do notice a few things. Outside the window, you can still see the river of rats continually going. You can see right past it, where you guys entered in, is now a wall of fog that's circling opposite the direction the river of rats is going. And you also see an hourglass sitting on the bar next to Tasha. But the sands in it don't seem to move.
So time is not moving.
No, this is what Toshel sees. You are too busy in conversation that you haven't. The witches seem to be conversing more with you than Tercel.
Would Percival put all of this together? I don't know. I think he'd be curious about the hourglass. I don't think that would be natural to him.
You go over,
So I think
tap on it.
well, so here's what we're gonna do. Being the charismatic cleric I am, I think I'll saunter up to the bar while they're all talking in the guise of going to get a drink. And if no one's paying attention, I'll flip the hourglass on its side to see it.
All right.
It's
As you do that, I'm going to have you roll two different rolls. One is going to be a sleight of hand for walking casually up there and turning it without causing everyone to see you. I'll give you a choice. You can either have advantage on the sleight of hand, or you're going to have advantage on the perception for when you do touch the hourglass.
in terms of my character, I don't think there's any way he'd ever have advantage on sleight of hand. So we'll do perception.
Okay.
So we'll do sleight of hand first. There's a 15.
15? Let's see here. You are, I warn you, both Tasha and Feyre have extremely high perceptions. Wow. The red and green dice.
Both 19.
Both 19s. So sisters. So yeah, they see you do it, but they don't seem to move against you reaching out to touch it or anything. And that's when you go to touch it and get ready to turn it over real quick. That's when I need a perception roll from you. 12. That's enough for you to see that the reason the sand isn't flowing is because stuck in the little part where the sand will flow through seem to be 3 female-ish creatures. You would be able to identify them to look as hag-like.
How big is this?
The hourglass is probably about a foot and a half wide by about 3 foot tall. They've been shrunk down and stuck there, and they're kind of stuck in the middle where the sands would flow through, all wedged in there together.
So I've got a 20 passive perception. How keen would Tercel know that he was not being very sleight of it, sneaky at all?
Oh, you would definitely see that while Tasha is only seeing you out of the corner of eye, Feyre is clearly eyes locked on you as you go to touch it.
So with the most obvious, animated way, he's gonna pull his finger up and go to tap on the hourglass, be like, "Oh, something's stuck in there," and just tongue in cheek, as loudly as he needs to for the both of them to hear him, go to tap on the hourglass. Be like, "Oh, something's stuck in here."
Give me a Constitution save.
That is a nat 1.
Okay, that's good because you were going up against Tasha. Your finger freezes mid-air as you're ready to tap on it. She's like, "Don't disturb our sisters. They're still in timeout."
Time out. I like that. You're good with words, Tasha.
So, Sarah, roll Arcana or History at advantage because it pertains to Feywild.
Arcana or
Yeah, I'll let you decide which one you want to use.
Arcana or what?
History.
They're both the same. 16.
16. You aren't 100% sure, but you do briefly remember a story of how the dimension in the Fey realm that Tasha pretty much rules over had kind of been upsurged by her three sisters, and that with the help of a group of adventurers, those three sisters were captured and punished by being stuck in this hourglass forever. And that Tasha carries her sisters around as both a show of her ultimate power and a reminder to anyone not to mess with her.
So I will be giggling at Tursla's comment about her play on words.
So I kind of give Sarah a grin and be like, yeah, okay, and then I will grab a bottle of something and go to actually pour my drink.
I've already been sitting and drinking this.
Roll a d20 and just let me know. This is going to be a luck roll on what you poured.
That is, God damn, what is wrong? That is another nat 1.
Okay, so yeah, as you go to pour this bottle, when you pick it up, yeah, it's definitely a liquid. Looks like a vintage wine almost. But as you go to pour it, it's sand.
Oh no.
Never heard of alcoholic sand, but then he just kind of pours the sand on the bar and be like, oh, I guess I'll...
As soon as you go to pour it out on the bar, it's wine.
You girls have too much time on your hands.
Feyre looks at you and goes, "That isn't us. That's just the Feywild. You get used to it."
I have a feeling I know what's wrong with both of you, but that's great.
I'm just
Pull out
laughing.
his mug and drink his never-ending ale.
All
He's
right.
probably getting sick of it at this point.
I'm just laughing.
So Feyre looks to her sister and goes, "So, what is it that needs to be done?"
Marshall says he is Jesus.
Not quite. I do have a hammer, though. Not quite carpentry we're pulling off here.
So yeah, Feyre looks to her sister Tasha and says, "What is it that you need us to do?" And she goes, "Well, the spell is going to require 3 components. And of course those 3 components are in 3 different places.
Of course.
And they're going to require you to defeat 3 different enemies.
Because why not?
And you're going to have to defeat them 3 different ways. And you just see Feyre sitting there going, just kind of like shaking her head like, "God damn it."
Alright, we require 3 items. To acquire them, they're in 3 different places, 3 different bosses, and we have to kill them 3 different ways.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, 3. Is there another sister running around here we need to know about? Like,
Where's the third one?
Feyre just kind of points at the hourglass and goes, "Our three sisters are right there."
Yeah, the 3 that are not in time
you know, it's 5. That's not even divisible by 3. Come on.
map.
Tercel, I want you to roll a d20 for intelligence.
15.
15. As you say that, you then get an image of Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga's the 3rd.
She's the mother.
Yes, but all of them are witches. 3 are in prison, 3 are freed.
So, 3 places, 3 enemies, 3 ways to defeat for 3 components. What is our course? Where are we going, Tasha?
She lays out a map in
Madam
front of her.
Tasha? The Lady Tasha? Like, what is your title? I feel like calling you Tasha. It feels like I'm meeting an old friend in a pub.
She walks over to you, looks you dead and says, "You can call me Tasha. And trust me, we are old friends from a pub." And
Oh.
right in front of you, a busty redhead barmaid.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
And snaps her fingers again, and she's back to what she looked like before.
Oh.
I don't like this place at all.
She lays a map out in front of you guys, and it shows 3 different areas that have been marked. One you see looks to be a plains-like area, very flat, Nebraska-ish type area, except for very much unlike Nebraska. It seems there are many settlements drawn on this map. She says, in this area, you will need the blood of the plant that never dies. She points to another area, and it's a mountainy area. And she's like, here, you will need a tooth from the undying dragon. And then she points over to an area farthest away from you all. She goes, and here you will need a drop of water from the never-ending springs.
And this is close to us?
Each one of them are hundreds of miles away from where you are.
Okay, so one is in the plains. One is in the mountains. Where's the third one?
Like a river valley. You see what looks like a valley where a river's snaking through the map. And she has one section of it that she's kind of circled.
And we need blood of a plant that never dies. Tooth from an undying dragon. That'll be fun. Drop of water from a never-ending stream. And these are all in the Fae?
Yes. This is all in the Feywild.
Do we know anything about our 3 different foes?
You can roll. This will be Arcana at advantage again because you're from the Feywild.
21.
21. So, from your time in the Feywild, you would have known some of these clues pertain to myths and legends of beasts that no one has ever truly seen, but yet everyone believes are there. The plant that never dies, of course, with your herbology, you understand it to be a plant unlike any other, as in it's babies seem to be alive. Its flowers seem to move. Whatever life forms it touches seem to wander around. You guys saw a couple of what would be its babies walking before. The sunflower that walked by you guys. You know that hit mystery. The dragon that never dies. You really don't know that one, but it like sits in your mind that you've heard something, but you can't remember what it was because it was like a bedtime story. And as for the stream, that one you never heard of before. Because all water has its beginnings and end, you say.
So I'm just like, I'm asking Tasha, what are the 3 bosses? Do we know that she can tell us?
She's like, it'll be best for you to find out on your own. But trust me, they'll let you know.
So no prep work can get done. Got it.
She's like, I have things for you, though, that might make this a little easier. And again, she reaches in the same spot as she pulled it. She pulls out a small book and hands it to you. While looking at her, she goes, I'm pretty sure you're the reader of this group.
What gave that away? My book bag is on my back.
Looking at the title, you see that this is a book of Fey herbology.
Sweet.
It is a catalog of every known plant or plant-like species that are known in the Feywild. Though it does, and it's as you open it up, you read like a foreword part of it. It does have a very large disclaimer. While this book claims to know everything, the Feywild constantly changes, and more may come. She walks over to you and hands you.
You gotta be more specific
Tercel.
to you.
Sorry, I look at Tercel when I say it. So.
Yeah, but he can't tell you're looking at him.
Yeah, you can't because my eyes aren't on you; they're on him. She walks over to you, Tercel, and she hands you a monocle and says, "This will allow you to find the drop we need." But be careful. Wearing it too long and you may never see again. So, and after today's session, I will send you the stats on this monocle and the stats that go to that book, as it is also magical.
Being the outsider in this group, what are the rules of the Feywild when it comes to us potentially murdering things, taking items? I know y'all are very tricksy. You know, what kind of protections do we have in terms of our duty?
She looks at you and points to your hammer or your mace and says, "That is all the protection you will need." She's like, when it comes to collecting these items, there really are no rules. Though there is etiquette that you may want to observe in some of the areas.
I'm glad I buffed up my freaking charisma.
And as she says that, she lays 3 little boxes out in front of you that are gift wrapped. She's like, this should be enough for basic etiquette. Sarah, you would know what she means by this, being a pharaoh, that in many areas of the Fey realm, it is customary to bring a gift when you enter a realm. Or if given a gift, it is customary to also give them a gift. So, she's provided you with 3 gifts. You don't know what's in the boxes. They're small. They're gift wrapped.
And then it seems like, I don't know what scale your map's in, but these places look to be pretty far away. Can we expect any assistance in transportation at all?
Again, she looks and
Is that
she
like
goes.
dragonflies you can ride on or something? I don't know.
She
what
looks
all
at
these-
you and looks at your legs and goes, I think you have adequate.
Adequate?
These don't work as good as they used to, especially with all the bullshit we've been trudging through. But if you think we can do it, then I take your word for it, I guess.
Wait,
Farrah stands up
No
at that point
beasts that we
and
can
points
ride?
at the map and goes, and she looks at Sarah. She goes, gotta remember, in the Feywild, distance is deception.
time,
While this may look like,
space.
she's like, this could be a day's walk or it could be a 10-year walk. It
Yeah,
could
we
be a
can
minute.
Get back home, and it'll be 50 years has passed. It is crazy.
She's like, or it could have been 5 seconds after we left.
Meet up with the Moor again. Have her reverse time for us.
Oh, trust me. You're around witches powerful enough to do that.
All right. More questions and less answers. This is starting to get old. I guess let's just
Welcome to the Fae.
God for never-ending alcohol.
As you say that, Pharaoh walks up to you and smacks you on the ass playfully and goes, why do you think I don't stay here?
Maybe the first time I'm ever going to admit this, but I wholeheartedly agree with you on that fact.
Alright.
Alrighty. Well, this lovely village that we have come to, is there a supply shop?
She looks at you and goes, what is it you need?
We have no idea what we're going up against. I'm good at healing pots, actually. How are you on your healing pots?
I don't know that I've used many.
Yeah.
Yes, I have quite a few.
Yeah, me too. Let's see. I've got good arrows. I don't know. If there's anything cool to look at in different shops.
She leads you outside to the bridge and she pulls out her flute and 3 different rats come out of the never-ending running of rats. As they do, they transform into villagers, shopkeepers of sort. She goes, take them to your shops, show them wares you have. So they start leading you down the main street and you see that there is a armor shop, a weapon shop, and a general goods shop. And before you guys go in there, that's where we'll take our break. Everyone stretch your legs, go pee, do what you gotta do, get your drinks. And we'll be back for the shopping montage. Yay!
Right.
What
know
did
what I
the
want. I'm gonna have to think long and hard about this.
Well, we'll give you a quick break to think about it.
necklace will take me back?
So
Take
we'll
a
be right
stretch.
back, everybody. Go ahead and take a break, stretch your legs. All right, as we're coming back here from our break, just remind you guys that all streams for 2026 are Extra Life streams. You can click that link that's in chat or the About Me section and donate to Extra Life, a great charity that helps out children's hospitals all over the United States. I also remind you guys that, definitely here in Zombieland, we are going to be going through another one of those horrible, horrible triple-digit heat waves with humidity. This week, be safe. Don't be out in the sun too long. Don't be out in the heat too long. If you are, make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you're wearing, loose breathing clothing. I highly recommend a sundress. They feel great. I mean, the freedom, the flow that you get. I mean, it keeps you nice and cool down there, guys. You'll love it. I mean, honestly. But make sure you check on the elderly and the housebound. Neighbors who maybe don't have air conditioning, central air fans. If you have to go out and buy a $20 fan for someone, that would be, it could save a life. So don't fuck around, but make sure you're being a good human and helping out, all right? And also make sure you put out water on your porches for stray animals. This isn't a stray, this is just a Cass. But your wildlife outside is suffering just as much as you are. So make sure that, you do something kind. Put out some water, put out a little food, provide some shade. Maybe, pop a couple tents up in your yard just for them to run in and hide if they're in the heat. Simple things like that. So those are all things you can do. But definitely make sure you take care of yourselves too. I mean, like I said, don't fuck around. Heat stroke is not a joke. And it's permanent. Once you get it, you will be fucked for the rest of your life. So make sure you take care of yourself.
I didn't even have stroke. I just had.
You're frozen.
No.
Yeah, you are. You're not moving on my screen. There you go. Now you are.
I'm not frozen.
You were frozen on mine. Like you were touching your boob for like 5 minutes.
Exhaustion.
So, yeah, heat exhaustion is not a joke either. So just don't fuck around. Be safe out there. If you are anywhere inside any of these areas that are having triple-digit weather. So, and even if you have a pool and you're out in a pool, you can still overheat in a pool. So make sure you're taking breaks and getting inside. Okay. So, that being said, we're gonna clear off this map real quick. And I'm just gonna give you guys 3 simple boxes here. You could decide which store you want to go to. Tasha is sitting out on her bridge playing her flute, watching the rats run in circles. So like I said, you see one shop that is clearly like armor and weaponry. Another shop seems to be more along the lines of like spell components and potions and stuff like that. The other one's just general goods.
In the bag of holding, Tercel, we have 5,250 gold pieces and 120 silver pieces. That is team money. So, don't worry if you don't have enough on your person. We do have some in the bag of holding.
Nice.
Tercel's like, fuck, we're rich and I didn't even know it.
There's also
That's a pretty good idea.
there's also some bottles of wine, bottles of whiskey, some bottles of high quality brandy. Yeah, so I'm only attuned to one thing. And that is my necklace. Not the Baba Yaga necklace, the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I've never had to use it.
It's good to know.
She'll kill me just to have to use it. Alright.
Alright.
So
I'm
go shopping.
leaving it to my players here. You guys get to decide which stores you want to go to. Like I said, this is the shopping montage part of it before you head out. It is in your hands.
Did I get special armor? Or was that just Meekin?
Nika.
Yeah. So I'll look to see what kind of armor they got.
Alright. So you enter the shop, led by one of the people who used to be a rat, is now a person. It's a very stout, short woman. Not a dwarf, but very much resembles a dwarf. She has her hair up in a bun. She's very, very grumpy. You sense that she's very perturbed. She also seems to be out of breath. She makes her way up the 3 steps to her shop. And you see her pull out a rusty old key, gets the door open, opens it, and walks in. You following her in?
Yeah.
Alright. Inside you see there are a few pieces of like plate mail and scale mail hanging from the walls. They're not the greatest. You get the sense that they are probably a couple centuries old. Probably haven't been worn in a long time. One of them you do notice has a symbol of a raven on it. But other than that, most of them are just sitting there. Some of them you see do have rust even forming on some of this plate mail. The swords and daggers you see behind the display counter are all chipped. They definitely haven't been taken care of.
So where's the good stuff?
She kind of gives you a brooding look and gesture. She's like, all of this is good stuff.
Insight
walks
check.
up to Sarah and whispers, like, I thought you were good with these people. What are you doing?
Insight check.
Insight check? Okay, go ahead and roll an insight check.
Which one is that? Let's see. 17.
17? You definitely get the feeling that she's telling the truth, that she believes that this stuff is all fine quality. And she's very proud of it and almost a little insulted that you don't think so.
Thank you for your time. And I will walk out.
Alright. Tercel?
I'm good on armor. I'm thinking of a couple magic items,
Alright.
belt or an amulet.
So you follow Sarah back out the store and you go to the next store?
Sure.
Alright. So you guys head towards the magic store.
I will whisper to her, like, enjoy the break from running around in circles.
As soon as you guys walk out of her shop, you see a rat come running out of her shop and run and jump back into the river of rats and starts running.
Poor thing.
So you head to the next shop, and standing on the porch step type area to the shop is a very, very skinny, like almost emancipated looking, like 85, 90-year-old human. Hunched over, gnarled walking stick, about as many teeth as a jack-o'-lantern. Very excited to see people. Opens the door for you as you and gestures you into his shop. As you enter the shop, Tercel, what is your passive perception?
20.
20? You look around and your heart sinks. All the magic items in this shop seem to be parlor store trick magic items. You see joy buzzers. You see cans of what appear to be itching powder. You know, it's novelty magic type stuff.
Do you think Terso would have gotten enough of a whiff of the Fae to question whether he was viewing things as they are? Like, if these tricks are, like...
Do you have detect magic spell?
Okay.
I did not prepare that one.
Maybe that was a different character.
Yeah,
Well,
instead
Tersel's looking at you guys. Do notice that Feyre hasn't joined you. She's actually out at the bridge, watching the rats run.
I think I got rid of it because I realized I was surrounded by magic, and so it was pointless. Just like, yeah, fuck it.
Right.
All right. Give me an intelligence roll then.
Oh no, I have detect magic. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
I say if you have detect magic, you can cast it, or you can give me an intelligence roll to ascertain whether Tersel is on the right track or not.
I'll just do the intelligence roll.
All right.
That is a 7.
A 7. You, in your heart, strongly believe that there's more to this shop than meets the eye. And you determine to look at every item in it to, prove that there is something truly magical here. Maybe that the Fae are tricking us.
That's what I got a feeling.
As you start searching through the shelves, looking and looking, yeah, you just keep seeing more and more novelty magic items. And you really start to get the feeling that maybe that's all this is.
So as Tersel's walking around, like, looking at this stuff,
I'm poking my head out the door and being like, "Hey, Tasha, is this a joke? Are you laughing?"
She takes the flute away from her mouth and goes, "This small city is part of Bavaria. They don't have much."
Well, thanks for letting us know.
You hear Favor go, "You never asked," and goes back to watching the rats run around.
sir, you do have a nice selection. Quite the collection, if you will. I tell you, I was kind of thinking of something. I'm getting old. I'm sure you understand this. No offense, you look in the part. I think I'll be mimicking you here in a few years, but I need something to help me be stronger. I remember a battle years gone by. A fairly old man, king of his time, could barely lift his mace until he put this belt on, and then suddenly it was like he had the strength of a giant. Would you happen to know of an item in your selection that might assist me in that regard?
He smiles and nods, and he goes behind his counters, and you hear him rustling. He pulls out a little plastic type container. It's like a mix of like glass and synthetics and stuff melted together, and in it are 2 pills, and shakes them at you.
And what do we have here? Now, when I said strength, it meant more of the physical variety. I know that there's pills for more of the sensual type. Hopefully, I haven't.
As you say that, he reaches down and pulls out 2 more and shakes them at you.
Yeah, no, those. I know all about those. I'm talking about more of a martial.
So then he
"You might
goes
wanna
he goes
take
back to
those.
the first one and shakes it at you.
You might want to take those, Tercel. Help you with your
You can ask
stuff
Tasha
at
about
home.
that later. I'm doing fine in the bedroom department.
No, you're planning on making things back at home. You could test these and, you know, look at their
Listen, I
formulas.
still have scars from the last fire potion I tried to make. I'm not trying to get inventive with my secret weapon, if you will.
Roll an
Good for
investigation as you look at this bottle of pills.
Just buy the damn pills, he says.
16 investigation.
16. You look at these, and written
Hello, Ursine. Hello, Dee.
written on the back of the pills is whoever made them's kind of ingredient list, and you see that these would be the equivalent to D&D meth. Like, they are a combination of like cold medicine, alcohol that have been boiled down with antifreeze and mixed with, just things you probably don't want to take. They might make you feel strong for a minute, but you may also lose all your teeth like this poor bastard has.
Well, those are delightful. I was hoping for something a little more permanent, but I know you guys are, offering what you've got. But I do appreciate your shop is delightful. When all this boils down, maybe we'll come back and buy some fun stuff to play with.
All right.
Do you leave the shop?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm gonna go up to him. Says Ursula. Like, how much for that itching powder?
and you're asking the shopkeep.
Yeah.
So yeah, you point at the itching powder, and he whispers to you, 1 silver.
Done. And I give him 2.
All right. So yeah, you get a container of itching powder. I will give you the full effects of it later.
I got practical jokes in mind. Tasha's rubbing off. But I'll just look around. What else do we got there?
I said, think your novelty magic, kids magic store with whoopee cushions and things like that, joy buzzers, anything childish that is magical.
I think that's all I'll get.
All right.
But I giggle a little as I walk out.
All right. And as you walk out, you hear the door close behind you, and you see a rat go scurry off, jump into the river of rats, and starts running with the rest.
All right. And then the third shop.
As you guys approach the third shop, the general goods store, you see what appears to be a young boy, maybe about 8, 9 years old, leaning on a crutch as one of his legs is, kind of warped and not working at all. He hobbles up the 2 stairs very slowly, painfully, opens the door and heads inside.
Well, let's follow him in.
Alright. So yeah, as you enter this one, unlike the other shops, this shop is very clean. And the items inside are what they should be. You see dried meat. You see ration bags. You see bottles that have various liquids ranging from like a coffee-ish type substance to alcohol, traveler's goods. You see rope. You see pittons, the kind of things that you would need if you're going out on an adventure. Nothing magical, nothing extraordinary, just the basic needs to go out and be an adventurer.
Alright, so we had food in the bag of holding, but that's gone bad. So we will need some rations. I will need, I don't know, I know the one place there's a bunch of settlements around, so you might be able to find a shop there. But the other two places doesn't look like shops are nearby. So I might want to at least get spell components for. What did we say those were worth? Spell components.
I'll have you, while you're looking there, roll a perception check.
$45.
45 for perception.
Oh, you said. I thought you said purse.
No, perception check.
I heard you wrong.
What is your fucking perception?
Yeah, no shit. I was like, what the fuck? I knew you leveled up, but
21.
21. As you're going through your mind about spell components you need, and you're looking around the shop, you realize there are no spell components in this store.
Oh, fuck.
There's everything that you would need for adventuring, but not for magical adventuring.
Well, where the fuck am I gonna find this?
Not in this shop.
Well, this is the last of the 3 shops.
I'd say for the sake of saying that I did it, I think Terso would top off anything he's used over the course of the last adventuring years or whatever. Just top off his rope, get some pittance, get some like dry, last forever food, like
Alright.
fucking.
I want you to roll. I'm going to go 3 different perception checks on items. So the first one will be for ropes and pins, second one will be for foods, and the third one will be for drink and potion type stuff.
Okay. So the first one, just D20s, is an 18.
Okay.
The
That-
second one's a 13.
Alright.
And the third one is a 7.
Okay. All of them are high enough to beat the DCs for them. So, as you're looking and you're thinking to start grabbing things to bring up to a counter, you look at the rope, and though this rope looks immaculate, it is made out of candy. It's like licorice.
What is it?
It's a licorice rope. The pigments are actually pretzels.
Tasha's having fun. I don't believe this.
The dried meats you look at are just various meat-shaped candies. So think like, those SpongeBob burger jellies you can get at Walmart like during the holidays. That's what they look like. And all the liquids are Kool-Aid type drinks. Like they're water mixed with dyes and sugars. All the things a little boy would think that an adventurer needs.
I gotta admit, he's well stocked.
So it's a candy shop. Alright.
It's
I'm gonna buy the licorice rope anyway.
I was gonna say I'm gonna buy some licorice rope.
I'll make fun of the old man, but this kid's trying. I don't think I'll get him.
all right. So for 200 feet of licorice rope, it's 1 silver.
That's a lot.
That's how much a little child thinks you need for adventuring with rope.
You gonna carry that 200 feet of licorice rope on you, or you wanna put it in the bag?
He puts it in a nice loop and just puts it over his head on his shoulder. It's now,
Puts the one in his mouth.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. He's got one and he's like, oh no, this is coming with me, and he starts chewing on it immediately.
It's very good red licorice. Just the perfect amount of sweetness to it. I mean, very fine quality.
I'm 2.5 feet tall. I could not possibly eat that much candy. It would go bad.
Then you don't buy the rope.
No.
Tercel bought more than enough to give you a piece, if he feels like
Yeah,
sharing.
he takes off a piece with the slobber like, it's really fucking good. You should try it. Like,
That's okay.
Yeah, so as you pull it away, there's a mix of like saliva and the redness from the candy, the long strand of it stuck to the licorice. You're like, "Arr!"
really good.
That's all right. You can keep that. Does he have Pop Rocks?
Nope.
No. Damn.
Like I said, everything here looks like something that you would take for an adventurer, but it's made out of candy.
I'm looking for something that's made out of Pop Rocks.
Nothing would be made out of Pop Rocks.
All right. I don't get anything though. I do throw him a silver though.
All right.
I appreciate what he's done here. Very funny.
So yeah, as you guys leave, again, the door closes behind you. You see another rat. This one kind of dragging one of its legs that's not working. And it hobbles, runs, jumps into the thing, and continues running. Though it seems to run slower than the others. Gets pushed around a little bit.
But he is 2 silver richer.
As you guys approach the bridge where Tasha and Farah are just standing, you do notice on the ground are 3 bags.
Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Whatever.
Farah goes, I got us supplies.
Really?
She smiles. Hands you a bag. Inside of it is 1 month's worth of rations, 10 feet of rope, and a pair of leather bracers that give you +1 to your AC. Tercel, you pick up a bag, and inside of it is 30 days of rations, 30 feet of rope, some new pigeons, and a pair of boxer briefs that are white with hearts on them. That, when worn, give you a +3 to charisma.
Wow.
Is this Ghouls and Ghosts? Was that the one where the sprite?
Yeah.
Do they have little hearts on them?
It is reference to an
Yeah,
old
they
video
did
game.
a video game.
Yeah, it's a reference to a video game. The third bag you both open has about 30 days worth of sausages in it. And you see that there's a rune on the clasp of the bag. And Tasha goes, they'll never go stale in there. And she pats Doggo on the head.
And I'll look at Faray and be like, you're not coming with?
She's like, oh no, I am. She's like, I already have my supplies. And she points to her bag of holding.
So this is a magic bag to keep food from spoiling.
It will keep these sausages from spoiling. Once the sausages are gone, the magic will dissipate.
Does the lip of the bag have 2 colors, red and blue, and you combine them together? Then you can tell that it's sealed appropriately. Have Ziploc written on the corner.
No, it's not a Ziploc bag.
You know,
Hey, trust me, I thought about bringing the red and blue into it, but I was like, no, we'll let that go for now. This is more of your generic, Walmart version where you really got to push and hopefully it seals, but it does seal. No, it's more of a drawstring type bag, but the thing that holds the strings together has the rune on it.
nice.
So, gathering your goods, Farah hugs her sister, and you guys all walk across the bridge, leaving the city. The moment you all step off the bridge, the city, you guys hear this like noise, and the fog that was going the opposite direction of the rats envelops everything, and the city blinks out and it's gone. So are the rats. And instead, standing there where that whole area was, is just an open plain.
Did I collect the map that Tasha was showing us?
Yeah,
Okay.
I assume you did. If not, you could ask Tasha if she has it.
Tasha's not with us.
She walked off the bridge with
Oh,
you
she
guys.
did. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are all at the bridge.
Okay.
Well, there's no bridge anymore, but you were all where
Right.
the bridge end was.
But we have the map then.
Yes.
That's the group. Okay. So like, all right, roll the map out. Let's see where we're at, and
All right, so
determine where we're gonna go.
saying this is the map here. You guys are here. You came from this direction. One place is here, one place is here, and one place is there.
So all pretty equidistant.
No, I'm just showing you a cardinal direction so you guys have a train of thought. You know. That way you know which way you came from and which way you can go.
All right. So we are in the middle of all three destinations.
More or less.
Well, where do we want to go, guys? The plains, the mountain, that's a dragon, and the river valley.
I have a sneaking suspicion all three are going to be
Well, yeah.
equally dangerous, but
I mean, we can roll for it. Roll a d4.
You guys can do it that way. One of you can roll a d4. We'll re-roll on 4. So we'll see. Hold on. So we'll say that this is the river valley. This is the mountains. And this is the plains. So 1, 2, 3. That is a 2. So you guys are going to head towards the mountains. So,
Let's just get the dragon done and over with first. Why waste our time on these other ones if we're just gonna die here?
I mean, we had luck with Dragon before. It was more convoluted than
You
that.
got
but,
some.
know,
You got some boxer brief charisma buffers.
well, you got to put them on first. I'm not going to seduce a dragon. What do I look like, a bard?
as you say that,
As you
Favor,
say that, yeah.
Favor leans into you and goes, "You don't know what you're missing."
If it comes to dragon fornication, I'll think I'll just keep missing it.
She goes, "Honey, you do know that they can take different forms. You've met them."
I've seen them take lots of stuff. I'm not interested, thank you.
Even if she came to you as a busty redhead barmaid.
You guys are going to ruin the busty redhead thing for me. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it. Actually, I don't even want to talk anymore. And he starts walking towards the mountain. He's so flustered.
As you start walking away, yeah, all 3 of the girls just giggle at you.
He needs a man in this group.
Surrounded
Poor
with
thing.
vaginas. He motions and he can like, come on, dude. Give me some support here.
Does Doggo follow with him?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Doggo wanders off with you, wagging his tail.
For the purposes of entertainment, let's say that I've snuck one of those sausages on. Like, thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
So yeah, as Tercel starts to head off down the trail, Tasha reaches down, kind of pats you on the head, and says, keep an eye on him. I kind of like this one.
He is a good guy.
And Feyre goes, oh, don't worry. I've been keeping my eyes on him. And Tessa goes, not like that, sis. But he is fun. And they kiss each other on the cheek, and Natasha just poof, disappears.
Oh no. We're short one, powerful one. Got it. Alright. Is it morning? Is it noon? Is it night?
It is perpetual twilight where you guys
but
are.
from how many hours has it been since we woke up?
Oh, I'd say it's probably been about half a day plus a couple hours, so we're getting mid-afternoon, almost evening, as far as you could tell. But again, it is perpetual twilight, so you never will actually be
I
sure.
just don't want us to become exhausted because we're thinking, it's only been a couple hours when actually it's been, 20. And I also don't want it to go the other way around and be like, oh, it feels like it's been 5 hours and it's been 20 minutes.
Well, what are you doing then?
We're walking.
Well, Tersel's already walking.
Well, yeah, I'm sure we're following behind.
All right, so you guys, you go to try to catch up to Tercel.
Let him get him space for a while. We'll eventually catch up because he'll get slow.
All right, so
Carrying
yeah,
all
As
that
you get
armor.
closer, you hear Tercel talking to you again. He's like, so this is what they call, it's the vagina market. Like, the market is really strong right now, and that's why we don't feel as powerful. But we'll catch up someday, dude, and our power will increase. But for
Tercel,
now-
roll a perception check right now.
Me?
Yeah,
12.
12. Yeah, as you're going on your rant and the others are starting to catch up, and you're walking down this path, you don't see the rope snare.
Oh no.
And mid-sentence, your feet are sucked out underneath you and you are pulled up into the air and you are hanging from a tree. And as the others catch up to you... So, let's add a little visual for this.
Oh no.
So, yes, your feet have come out from underneath you and you're hanging from this tree. And as you're kind of swaying there and moving back and forth, you see come out from the foliage what appears to be a pumpkin with little viney body, little feet made out of like vines and leaves, little arms that are vines and leaves. It's carrying to it a very large spear. To you, it looks like the very end of a toothpick, but it is very sharp looking. And as you sway back again, you see on the other side, coming out of a bunch of flowers, appears to be one made out of roses. And it is also carrying a spear. And you guys would be walking up right about that time. Negan, of course, sausage still mid-chewing, watching you float up in the air, kind of looking around.
Like, thanks for the heads up, dude. I thought we were bros.
So we see him go up in the air.
Yeah. As you guys are walking up, you would see him right as he shot up into the air and is hanging upside down.
I look around. Do I see these?
Yeah, you would see them starting to come out of the woods.
I'm like, whoa, 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 guys, whoa. What can we help you with?
As you say that, you see. Oh, it looks like a moving mushroom starts coming up out behind you. And another plant that looks like it has got a bunch of spiny spikes with little viney feet starts walking out towards you. At this point, you kind of realize you're getting surrounded.
Yeah. I was like, what's going on? What's going on? I will look around. Which one looks like he's like main boss?
The one that would look the most approachable as a boss would probably be the little pumpkin.
So I will.
And now by little pumpkin, he's probably
About my size.
about 6 inches shorter than you.
Yeah. So I'll be like, all right, and I'll walk up to the pumpkin guy. Like, can we help you with something?
He looks at you, kind of lifting his head up. Inside the gourd, just these black shape of round eyes looking up, this black opening where a mouth should be. And it looks at you and goes, he has metal.
He does.
Metal is bad.
Metal is bad. You know, I guess to some it could be considered that. Yes. But he takes very good care of it. And he doesn't leave it around.
We're taking it from him.
No, I can't.
We're
allow
taking
that.
your metal.
No, I can't allow that. We're just walking through. Is there something we can work out?
We take metal to break it.
No.
Yes.
No.
He just smiles to us. Yes.
I am aware of what these creatures are, correct?
Roll at advantage. It would be a Arcana.
So that is 17 plus 3. I wouldn't get to use my nature, which is a plus 8.
No, because this is a Fey realm creature,
Right.
so it'd be more of an
But it's more
Arcana.
nature to me than anything.
Yeah, but the fact that they're a creature of Fey magic, that's what I'm
Alright.
saying. But yes, you would know that these are Leshies. They are animated plants that have their own spirit. They are very druid type creatures. They hate metal weaponry. They hate metal armor to the point where they will kill the person wearing it to destroy it. It is an affront to them because it goes against nature. And they are very adamant about it.
I mean, we could kill you and be on our way, or we could just be on our way.
As you say the word kill, you hear a rustling. Because you had walked over here.
Yes.
Coming up out of more of the clearing are 4 more Leshies. Some looking like funguses, some looking like leaves, some looking like more flowers.
They're so cute. I don't know if you've ever seen them. They're adorable.
Yes. Just so you
I'm
can.
currently hanging from a snare. Oh, nice.
Put your
Yeah.
hand behind it.
That is cute.
They are adorable.
They're actually.
I'm like,
bringing-
how do I become a Leshy?
For those who are wondering, I am bringing them in from Pathfinder.
I'm like, I want to be a Leshy.
So
Oh, nice.
But yes, they are. They are this version of the Leshies, because the D&D version is a little more humanoid and less plant chaotic creature. So, but luckily they interchange pretty well. So, especially in the Feywild.
But yeah, I'm just trying to reason with him. I love these little creatures. Always have. Always respected them. But we're just trying to get to a destination, and we can't afford to give up our stuff.
All right. Well, then, how would you like to persuade them?
I don't know if
Because at this point, they've all pulled out their little spears, which again they're about the size of the tip of a toothpick. They're not that big of a weapon.
Yeah.
So.
And I really don't want to hurt them, and I just want to get through. So I mean, some may contain some poisons and stuff like that, but it's gonna have to pierce the skin. And I'm not that concerned.
Roll a wisdom check. Get advantage because it's Fey related.
Well, that was a 19, so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's higher, so. And you said which?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. So a 19 plus 9.
Okay. You would know that any weapon in the Fey, even being that small, is guaranteed to pierce the flesh. You have seen.
If they roll high enough.
Yeah. Well, you have seen in your lifetime pixies who use similar looking spears take down full armored, like, imagine like a rhino type creature, because there is a creature in the Fae that's basically like a mutated rhinoceros that is used as a food source. You've seen pixies take down those with these little spears that these guys are carrying. So you know that, yeah, you might be able to take them, but they will hurt you.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny that they would hurt some of us. I don't believe that they'll get us all down, and I just don't want to kill them. I don't want it to lead to that.
Tercel, you're hanging upside down. What would you like to do during all this?
I'm going to tell Negan to start, if he can reach up and try and get the vine cut around, bite it.
Nika would have to walk past one of them to get, cause the vine's coming off the blue tree.
It's off of this tree?
Yeah, so he would have to walk past the one that's over there and try to get to it. Let's see, he radiates pretty much. Yeah, a big dog like that, even though they know they could kill Negan if they were to, like...
All of them.
Yeah. A single one definitely would radiate enough fear that he would step out of his way. So, what is Tercel doing?
So the blood's rushing to his head, but he's seeing these cute little things, and he doesn't know much about the Fae to respect them, but he understands he's still in a pretty compromised position. So he's going to do two things. He's going to pull out his mace, which is probably the most metal thing that's on him. So his armor's made out of dragon scales, technically.
Yeah.
And with the mace, he's going to cast light on it and be like, look, it's not all metal, bros. We're here on a mission. We're not doing anything unholy. Like, let's just hang out, and, maybe we could try some of this licorice. And he's going to pull down whatever a foot of licorice it takes to get down to their level and see if they want to try something.
Alright. Roll a persuasion roll. DC 18.
Ooh, that's a high one.
16 higher than 10, so that's 12.
Yeah, their hatred for metal, even metal that lights up, is stronger than the desire for yummy candy rope. Though I will say that you do see one of them walk up and with their little spear stab a piece off of the candy rope and throw it on the ground, and you watch as some rather large sized bumblebees fly down and land on it and start eating it. You see this, and you would see that these bumblebees all have saddles on them.
These are their mounts.
Oh no, these would be too small for these guys to ride.
Oh,
But you know
So we
that
have
these are definitely mounts to something.
yeah. I just want to get on our way. You guys are far too cute. Has Meekin been able to get him down?
He's over there. If you're gonna have him try to snap at the rope and bite it, roll just a d20 strength for a bite attack.
17.
17. It's a piece of rope, so it's pretty low. So yeah, he bites it. The rope snaps. Tercel, your legs are bound, so you're gonna roll at disadvantage. This would be an acrobatics to see how you land.
Straight on his back.
So with disadvantage, that goes from a natural 20 to a 5 plus 2 for 7.
You gracefully eat shit. Your legs being bound, you come flying down pretty quickly from the snapped rope. You try to tuck and roll, end up kind of flipping all the way and landing just flat on your back. And it's hard. I mean, it's just a hard earthen area, and you're pretty sure there was probably a jagged rock that's now wedged between your back, and yeah, it was not a good landing. You don't take any damage other than pride.
Does Negan come up and like do anything?
He finished chewing off the rope and turned to watch you fall. He'll come up, lick your face.
Like not even sitting up. He's just like, Negan, dude, you gotta talk more. This isn't cool. Just peels himself off the ground.
Oh god. He'll go over, lick your face.
Alright, so yeah, as Negan moves over to where Tercel is now, they all kind of move in. You guys are pretty well surrounded at this point, and they're all pointing those spears at you.
Well, Tercel, no. I've got lots of ideas as a player, but I don't know what Tercel would know.
Well, Tercel doesn't know a lot about the Fae,
Yeah.
so he's definitely the more tourist out of the group here.
See, if Sarah doesn't have any ideas, Tercel's going to try something.
See, I've got greater invisibility, but that is just for me or one other person. Misty Step, that would just be me. These aren't animals. I could do like a really high spell and reverse gravity on them. That could be bad though. I'm just talking with him.
Alright,
Just
so you're going to keep...
try to edge our way leaving this area.
So yeah, as you try to slowly back walk with Tercel and everyone, they just keep getting closer and closer, closing the circle around you guys. Tercel, would you like to try?
So I think so. My mace is still lit up, and if you would allow me to use thaumaturgy to maybe boost its luminance so that it's even brighter, like to kind of like shout at them threatening me, like, we are on a mission, we are not a threat, leave us the fuck alone, and we'll get out of your hair, and maybe make like an intimidation or something like that.
I'll allow it as long as you do it Blues Brothers style. You're on a mission from God.
Mission God.
uh,
I exist in Black Knight.
I'll let you go ahead and try to roll an intimidation roll. DC 16.
God, damn, this guy's no, did not make it. Not even.
And that's good because as that light gets brighter, you notice that all of them grow 6 inches in the light. Okay, remember they're plants, so
They take that
It's
photosynthesis
not
for
solar
real.
light, it's holy light.
it's still light. It'd be like a UV bulb to them.
Well, I'm out of ideas, Sarah.
I just don't want to kill them.
Because if they like light, they sure as shit don't like flame.
Right. I'm like, I've got wall of fire. I just really don't want to kill them.
Well, they don't share your sentiment, so
Well,
we either
I
run
will.
or we kill.
I will do my
That's the option.
cantrip of produce flame in my hand. Seriously, I don't want to hurt any of you.
So
Just need
as
to
you
get
light
going.
your hand and you start holding the mace, Feyre leans into you and goes, "They like the light."
It's fire.
No, to Tercel.
Can you give them light?
I could change what's lit up. So I still have one of that gnome's healing spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like secretly gonna pull it out of the bag, take my mace, touch it, transfer the light to the spider, and then hopefully I can maybe command it or something.
That is a metal spider. They're gonna go lose their fucking shit.
Perfect. We're looking for a fucking distraction anyway. So the spider's now lit up. Whatever the what are these guys called? Feelings? Fleshies?
Flashies.
Whichever one is the furthest the fuck away, I'm gonna command the spider to heal that guy. And then hopefully be like, Sarah, get the fuck ready to run, and I'm gonna put it on the floor and let it do it.
Alright, I'm gonna let you roll at advantage 2d20s. We're gonna do this as a luck roll to see if this pays off. Let me know what you get. You gotta beat 17.
No.
Even at advantage?
Straight. I rolled a 12 and a 4.
Wow.
Do I get
Okay.
any bonuses? Is it
No,
stat,
no,
or
it-
is it-
No, it's just a pure luck roll. You either succeed or not.
Let's just-
So, well, what happens is you try to do all what you said about moving it very slowly and cautiously, but you're very blatant about it. And as they see you pull out the metal spider, one of them throws one of its spears at you. But it misses. It bounces off of you. They rolled a 3, so they don't have a lot of attack. So you don't get to like be very smooth about it. You transfer the light as quick as you can and throw it. The spiders aren't programmed to pick out a target, so it just kind of sits there in the middle
Lit up.
like a giant
bulb.
flashlight and just sits there. It doesn't know what to do. It doesn't, like, they're not like robotic automaton type things. They have enough
They just
program that
heal.
if you have it on your body and you hit it, it will extend, climb up, and heal you. But at this point, it doesn't know what to do.
Nobody needs healing.
I thought they were like things you could command.
No. They're not. They're not. Brenda has never really made you guys intelligent robots because she hasn't gotten to that level yet. She may
It was
one
just
day.
a health pot is all it was.
Yeah, it's a mobile health pot.
Not
So,
very mobile.
oh, if
Yeah,
you're laying on the
if-
like, if you are like,
if somebody needed healing and you threw it out there, it would go to the
yeah,
thing that
it
was-
knows who needs healing, but none of these guys are injured. You're not injured. Doggo's not injured. So, no one needs healing. It's kind of like sitting there going, it's a Meeseeks right now. It has no idea what to do with its existence.
Gotcha.
So.
So wasted imaginary.
But it does trigger while it's sitting there. They all are staring at it, but with a mixture of awe because the light is. You do notice that they are continuing to grow about an inch, so they're now about 7 inches taller, almost as tall as you now, Sarah. They're all in all of that, but you can see like they are all spears pointed at it because it is a metal construct. That is enough distraction that none of them see the small fiery seed drop from the tree on top of the spider. Everyone make a dex save.
We're all close
DC 17.
Whew, we both rolled natural 19s. So Dex,
Yeah.
22 for Sarah, 21 for Meekin.
You got a 12.
Favor got a 33. So she's going to grab you as she dives, and you guys all dive out of the way as that little seed that's on fire goes pop. And there is a little fire that shoots out enough that it would damage all of them enough that they run off into the woods. Tercel, as you're laying on the ground next to Farah, a baby monkey climbs down and climbs up onto your chest and snuggles in up to you.
See? Told you it's
Oh,
worth it
okay.
to help people.
I didn't doubt you. I didn't think they'd be exploding our enemies. Pretty good return on the healing investment.
Mm-hmm.
As you're sitting up kind of saying that, it climbs up and sits on your shoulder and starts nestling in where your armor is away from your skin. It's like just trying to crawl in there.
Like,
Oh,
dude, like, where's your mother at?
Tercel,
Gonna
I
get us in
think
trouble
you've
or
got a
something,
new
aren't you?
friend.
As you try to pull it away, it pulls harder to stay with you.
Tercel,
Alright,
you
dude.
have a friend.
Oh man.
Yeah, Favor looks at Sarah, then looks at you and goes, I think Sarah's right. I think you now have a pet.
Pet monkeys in a battlefield. I can't relate.
Hey, tosses flaming shit. Perfect.
Right.
So yeah, as you guys get up and kind of move away from there, I will say it has been probably about 15 hours since you last slept. So Feyre opens her bag and she pulls out the items necessary to make her mansion, because she's got restocked by her sister too. And you guys see the doorway to the mansion, and she opens it, and you guys smell the fresh food and hear the bustle of noise and music coming from inside. as she walks in.
You know, I love this. I do. I really love this. But maybe we should wait to use such an item. Because I know this costs you a lot.
She pops back out.
Before-
She pops back out of the door while you're saying this, already naked. Grabs you and goes, "You need a shower." And drags you inside. And she goes, and she looks at Tercel, she goes, "You do too, you smell."
But
Doggo has already ran in.
Yeah.
He knows where his bowl of
He
sausages
knows
is
where his
inside, and
sausage
he's inside. Tercel, are you entering?
Sure.
Alright, so yeah, you come in with your flaming monkey, who has already fallen asleep in like the crook of your neck. It's just curled up, sitting there sleeping.
I smile.
Because this thing doesn't have fleas. Fey-bound fleas biting me, turn into some kind of, I don't know.
Alright. So, you guys will be able to take a long rest inside the mansion, shower, bathe, and everything. And when we get back next week, that's when we will continue. As you guys are on your quest through the Feyre.
And Tercel has a new friend.
And Tercel has a friend. So, alright, everybody. So, I'm going to go see who we could raid out to. We will be back, and I'll let you guys know here in just a minute. So, let me go see who's on. Hey, get out.
When you get your spells back.
Yeah, use one healing spell and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't anything I really need to trade out.
Well, if you ever want to know what your friend wants or thinks or whatever, I do have Speak with Animals.
Guess I can get my humanoid stuff. Because fake creatures are kind of what they're considered mob-wise.
Alright, so it must be like some weird streamer holiday because nobody is on right now. Like, I thought Jay Talbot would be on, Ultimate Numpties, anyone, but no one seems to be on right now. So we're just going to go ahead and call the stream here. We should be back next week. I don't think we have any conventions coming up until August, so we should be back to a pretty steady D&D unless there's things that people have to do like camping or whatnot. So, in the meantime,
No, we don't have anything going on next weekend.
I'm just saying now between now and August because I know the next convention is
Oh,
is
yeah.
Crypticon.
Between now and August, we may go camping.
Yeah.
Not anytime soon.
I was saying there's no big conventions coming up until August for the Crypticon, which all of us will be at Kansas City Crypticon, checking that out. So, but until then, everyone have a safe weekend and a safe week. Like I said, my streams should be back on normal schedule, but with this heat and humidity, if my studio gets too hot, I will not stream because it's not worth it for me physically to put my body through that. So, I hope everyone's safe, everyone has a good week, and we will see you all for sure next weekend for D&D as Shebe keeps showing you all the leshies. Alright, so we'll take care. Everyone have a good weekend. We love you. Bye.
Bye.